Hello student, in previous class we studied about the aerobic and anaerobic respiration and what is breathing and what are the type of breathing. So let's start the remaining part of this chapter. What is breathing rate? You already know about it, that in a breath means one inhalation plus one exhalation, and the number of time a person breathes in a minute is termed as breathing rate. Here is a picture of human respiratory system. We take in air through our nostril into nasal cavity. So the air through our nostril goes into the nasal cavity, and from the nasal cavity the air reach in our lungs through the windpipe. We have two lungs which contain the bronchioles. Bronchioles is a very small branches of windpipe and air sac. Each lung present in the chest cavity is a soft, spongy and cone-shaped structure, and the lower surface of each lung is concave, that is known as diaphragm. This one is diaphragm. It is the right lungs is larger than the left lungs, and the right lungs consist of 3 lobes, whereas the left lung consists of 2 lobes only. The chest cavity is separated from the abdomen and by a muscular wall that is called diaphragm. When diaphragm moves downwards, the space between the chest cavity increases. As a result, air from the atmosphere rushes through nose and trachea to lungs, that we know as inhalation. And when the diaphragm moves upward to its original position, the space in the chest cavity decreases. As a result, air from the lungs is forced out from the body through air passages. This is known as exhalation. So the ribs and muscles of the chest cavity help in the breathing along with diaphragm. So what is the process of inhalation and exhalation? Ribs from the rib cage. You know that the ribs are found in a rib cage. So ribs from the rib cage which enclose the chest cavity, during inhalation ribs move up and outwards and the diaphragm moves down. So the movement increases space in the chest cavity and air rushes into the lungs. This process is known as inhalation. In the exhalation, the ribs move down and inwards, and while diaphragm moves up and in its original position. So this reduces the size of the chest cavity and air rushes out of the lungs. So this process is known as exhalation. So student, you can also to understand a mechanism of breathing, you can also make a model by using plastic bottles, Y-shaped tubes, an inflated balloon and rubber sheet. By this model, you can also understand the mechanism of breathing. And you know student that if we inhale the air in a lime water, it turns milky because the gas which we inhale is carbon dioxide, and you know that the carbon dioxide, when the carbon dioxide is react with lime water, it turns milky because the formation of calcium carbonate. Here is the percentage of oxygen and carbon dioxide in inhaled and exhaled air. In inhaled air, oxygen is 21% and in exhaled, that is 16.4% oxygen, and the carbon dioxide is 0.04%, and in an inhaled air and in an exhaled air, that is 4.4% carbon dioxide. So like a human being, the breathing is also found in the other animals. So here we discuss about some animals. So first is cockroach. Cockroach has a small opening on the side of its body, and the other insect also have similar opening, and these opening is known as spiracles. Insect have network of air tubes. You can see in the picture, cockroach have network of air tubes that is called trachea, that is found for the gas exchange. When the oxygen rich Air rushes through spiracles into the tracheal tubes, diffuse into the body tissue and reach every cell to the body. Similarly, the carbon dioxide from the cell goes into the tracheal tubes and moves out through the spiracles. These air tubes of tracheals are found only in insect, not in any other group of animals. So, the spiracle is found only in the insect. Next is earthworm. Earthworm breathe through their skins, and the skin of earthworm feels moist and slimy on touching. You know about that. So the gases can easily pass through the moist and slimy skin. Though frog have a pair of lungs like a human beings. Human beings have lungs like a human beings. Frog also have lungs, and they can also breathe through their skin, which is moist and slimy. Aquatic animals like fish, they are found under the water. They also take air for the breathing. They also have the process of breathing. So the fish, how do the fish breathe? The fish breathe through the gills. So the opening and closing of mouth cause entrance of water through the mouth, and the water which enter through the mouth reach to the gills and passes out through the opening of the operculum. As the water flows over the gills, exchange of gases take place, and the air dissolved in water provide oxygen to the blood present in the gills. At the same time, carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the flowing water. Thus, fish breathe by taking water through mouth and sending it over the gills and out through the opening of operculum. Like animals, plants also respire. Plants are also living objects. They also need energy for various activities. So, to get energy from the food, they need oxygen. So, plants have special structure for exchanges of gases. You have already studied about this in the chapter number 1, that plant have stomata. And the structure stomata may be present on the surface of the leaves, and the stomata is composed of an opening surrounded by 2 cells that is known as guard cell, and the exchange of gases in plants take places through the opening of stomata. The root cell which remain under the ground, that also need oxygen to generate energy. Root take up air from the air space that is present between the soil particles. So, like a living organism, plant also get respires, and all living organisms need to respire to get energy that is needed for their survival. So, student, this chapter is complete. I hope you understood this chapter. So, read this chapter carefully and try to find the answer of this chapter.